But to say like this is the only solution and this is the cure to all of humanity's ills, and that you're evil if you don't follow these kind of parameters of how to see the world. All we can do is make people think and inspire people to think on their own terms, and so they can initiate some kind of unique revelation of their own and bring that to the table, which will evolve ideas even more. That's what we want. We want an evolution of ideas. It was all going off in Scarborough. Born in Scarborough in 1856, Florence Balgani, a vicar's daughter, was the first woman elected to the Scarborough School Board at the age of 27. She became an internationally famous as a campaigner for votes for women, as a champion of women's rights. She fought for better conditions and equal pay for working women. So when it comes to, oh my god, it's so hot. Enough tears. So when it comes to the different isms and schools of thought out there, the different ideologies, I'm always going to be pro-choice, because I think that's where the following one ism goes wrong. It's always trying to indoctrinate or convert you into that ideology. That's what it seems like. It seems like it has to be for the whole world and not just for you as an individual. It's like, this is the way I think. Like if you're an antinatalist, which I do carry some of those sentiments, not everyone's the same. I mean, with antinatalism, it's don't bring any more people into this life because they're inevitably going to suffer, right? That's, I think, the basic tenet of antinatalism. I think, yeah, that's where it goes wrong. It's like people are always trying to convert other people into just that kind of rigid frame of reference. And life is way more vast than that, isn't it? And you may have an inspiring idea that may turn that ideology on its head, or make you look at life in another angle, and you know what I mean? Like with ethylism, I think that's basically all of life is suffering, so let's put life out of its misery and make it not exist at all. But how can you categorically say that's the case for everyone and every living being? You know what I mean? Just because you see life like that doesn't mean other sentient intelligences are going to see it in exactly the same way. Do you know what I mean? Because there's this massive thing in ethylism. If you were given the power to press that red button to nuke the whole of life, or to reset it, would you do it? And I've been thinking about that. And maybe I might have pressed it in the past, but kind of thinking, well, I don't really want to reap the karma of other people not consenting to that. Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you know if everyone agrees with that? Which predominantly you might find that they don't. So I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a great solution to all the problems we have. Just press the reset button. And I kind of agree with it. I want that just to happen naturally. But you just can't speak for other people, you know? Everyone's got their own sovereign autonomy in life. And I think that's where most of our human problems come from, is being imposed upon from outside. Like, you must think in this way, you must do this, you must follow these rules, even if they go against your very nature, which we've seen in the past, in the recent past. Because the way the system is set up, it's very much in an arrested development. It wants to maintain that status quo and maintain a kind of debt slavery. Keep people's consciousness and soul expansion to a limited size. Starcar near Scarborough is one of the world's most important archaeological sites, where rare deer antler hairdressers were found. Headdressers. Dating back 11,000 years, the site contains Britain's oldest house, built with 18 wooden poles, and has the earliest example of carpentry in Europe. People should be allowed to make their own decisions, and I know there are a lot of people out there that are more in that collectivized level of consciousness, where they would prefer just to take orders from experts and authorities outside of themselves, because they basically don't have the capacity to intellectualize and form their own opinion on things. They're just like, they are kind of in that hive-minded, collectivized state, which is fair enough, you know. Yeah, there are different levels of being a human, aren't there? So I think, like, when you're going around telling people, don't have babies, stop bringing more life into this world, you're just going to make it suffer, you don't know what's going to happen to it, and all that kind of stuff. I think that's fair enough. If you don't want to bring life into the world, don't bring life into the world. I don't really have an instinct to bring any life into the world. But I think some people are hardwired with instinct to bring people into the world. So I just don't think it's a one-size-glove-fits-all, is what I'm getting at, I guess.